I'm going to have a look with you at the 4 best uses for concatenate. Concatenation can be used to append text to another text. As an example, it can be used to append text to a cell or a range. It can also be used to append text to an array, or it can be used to append a cell or a range to another cell or a range. And we're going through each of these examples. But let's start with the first example, appending a text to another text in Google Sheets. So the operator that you need is the equal sign to just start with a formula, and then you're gonna add just concatenate. So we usually, a common example is a name. So we could use Max Muster and try to concatenate this. So I would start with the equal sign and then I just write concatenate in capitals. I could also click on it because once I start to type it in, it already finds this function. Then I open the brackets and I select the cell. So this will be A21. And the second cell then is a B21, and I just write that as well, and I close the brackets, and now I push enter. And as you can see, we have now both names, the name and the last name, concatenated into one name. But if I would like to have this a bit prettier, because there's no space in between, I would need to add in a space. So we could just do that by adding in a space like that. And let's see if now everything is concatenated nicely with a space. You can already see here the preview. This is going to work nicely. So we have the complete name now in one cell. So this was the easiest example of the concatenate formula. Let's move on to method number 2. So we've already gone through method number 1. Here, appending a text to another text in Google Sheets. And now let's have a look at method number 2. So this is appending a text to a cell or a range in Google Sheets. For this, we're gonna have a look here at method number 2. This is the end result, these two URLs. Let's try and build the first URL here. So we use the equal sign again. We write concatenate, we open the brackets, and then we start with writing Yahoo. And the second parameter here, the second string, we're gonna take from A2. So type in A2, I close the brackets, and as you can see, we now built the domain yahoo.com. So let's also have a look at the second example here, facebook.com with the leading HTTPS. We can certainly also build that. We would use the equal sign, concatenate, and now I click it so you can see it works. We start off with HTTPS, we just write it because we don't have it anywhere. And then we add in A3 and B3. And now if we push enter, as you can see, we've built the URL. I forgot the www, no problem, I can just add it in here. And I put enter again. And as you can see, and the point, of course. So as you can see here now, we've built the domain successfully, and it's even clickable. So this was the method number 2, how to concatenate in Google Sheets. Let's now move on to example number 3. So this is method number 3, appending a text to an array in Google Sheets. And for this, it's really important to know how concatenation works. For this, I go to the beginning of the blog post and just show you how it works. So concatenation always works from left to right and also from top to bottom. And this is important to remember if you are using an array and want to concatenate that. So now we know this, we can go back to example method number 3. Appending a text to an array in Google Sheets. I already prepared here a sentence, as you can see here on the screen, method number 3, and now we want to just put this one together. And this is a bit more complicated because you need to build it in the right way. Here, this really helps to show you the whole array. So we start with D7 and then D8, this one, and this one here. And then we build B7 and B8 here and here. And then we continue with off and beautiful and A and friendship. And after we've put everything together, our whole array, we will concatenate it and you will see the whole sentence. So D and B, let's get started with this. So I write equal sign, concatenate, and then I open up the curly brackets and start with D7. I should actually do it up there, so but it doesn't matter. D7 and D8. Then we build B7 and B8. And after that, we have to use this sign for it to work. And now we only need, let me just think, now we only need to add C and then A, exactly. So we add C7 and C8, and after that we just add A7 and A8. We close the curly brackets and we close the normal brackets, general brackets, and we put enter. Could be the start of a beautiful friendship. Yes, so I'm missing the this, so I will just add in the this here, and let's see if that works. Yes, and I need a space here. So I concatenated an array and also combined it with this. And as you can see, we perfectly built this sentence. So this was the third method with the array structure. And now we're going to have a look at method number 4. So this is appending a cell or a range to another cell or range in Google Sheets. And this is not very difficult. It uses the same formula with the strings and just adds all the strings together. So looking at our example method number 4 here, we would just like to create this URL again, and for that we would just need to combine all text elements here together. So we can just quickly build that together here, equal sign, concatenate, then first we need the HTTPS, then we add in Facebook, so that's a 12, and then we add in the com, which is B11. We close the brackets and push enter, and as you can see we have the URL here perfectly. So this was method number 4 of concatenation, like a cell or a range, appending a cell or a range to another cell or a range in Google Sheets. So this was basically it. I hope you liked this tutorial. Why don't you give it an actual like? Please follow our channel and also hit the notification bell so you will always be informed when there are new Google Sheets tutorials available. This was Daniel from Trusted Tutorials. Thank you so much for watching and goodbye.